Welcome back to Welsh Miniature Board Gamer, and today we're going to have a quick look at the Papsikels Aliens vs Humans 5-pack. So this is a STL pack that you can buy online from Papsikels, or you can go to eBay and buy them from a third party, or you can probably get them from someone else, but I got these from eBay. So first of all, we have this medic colonial marine, and I really like the way he looks. The sculpt is really nice, and whoever printed this up, because you might print it up yourself and it would be completely different, but the person who printed this up for me on eBay really did a good job, and it's really crisp and neat. So this guy looks kind of like a colonial marine / John Wick look-alike. So yeah, he's Keanu Reeves in space with his pistol and what have you, and he's really cool looking miniature. Again, now I haven't painted up these 3 miniatures because I'm not sure of the colour scheme I want to go for. Like the colonial marines from the Aliens movie wear green camo, and I'm kind of a little bit torn about that because I feel like maybe they should wear grey camo because more than likely they're going to be on a spaceship, space station, or a residential area or industrial area. So I'm still sort of debating about the color scheme. But as for the models are really nice looking. So they're quite large. These are 32mm in size, so that they are larger scale than our 28mm. Although really, does it matter? I don't think it would matter too much. It's not a huge difference that it's going to stand out. So we're going to go over to some that I've painted up. Now unfortunately I've lost all of my looking at these and unboxing previously because my computer went funny and I lost a load of files. But this is what they look like painted up, so you'll have to excuse me that you don't see them pre-painted. So this guy I painted up in this sort of blue-grey jumpsuit, and he's wearing his coat because he's someone a bit more important, maybe a captain or in command of the space station, etc. He's even got his mug of coffee. Then we have a survivor hugging her cat. Should we call it Evans instead of maybe something else? And yeah, I think we all know who this probably is going to be. But yeah, she's painted up really nicely. They all took paint really well. I did her in the green sort of flight suit colours, and yeah, she came out really well. Next, I have this one who's kind of like a security officer, I think, on board a space station or something, so she's in the same blue coveralls, but yeah, she's got slightly different in that she's actually got a gun, and she's not wearing that sort of I'm the boss jacket, or that sort of utility jacket. Maybe they work on the more the systems of the space station, so they need the jacket, while of course security officer, she doesn't really. And I think she's a really cool looking miniature. Like the pose, again, really clean. Even though they're very fine, the faces, they've got detail. You can actually pick out the detail, which is really good. And then we got this sort of heroic, dashing hero stance that this guy's got, with his thumb in his gun belt, and he's sort of heroic stance. And I painted him up in exactly the same way. So yeah, I think this guy would be like chief of security or something, standing guard or whatever on the space station. The bases are also, I think, resin bases, which I've got from who knows where, and I've had them for who knows how long, so I can't really tell you what they are. But yeah, really nice bases too, actually. So this guy, I think, is sort of like, again, he's got his coveralls, but he's also got this jacket with the luminescent stripe down the arm. Now here is the only fault that I've found on these miniatures, is that this sort of arm, you can see the line is broken. So yeah, that's the only slight problem with the sculpt that I saw on the entire range. So that's really good. Like you see on this one, he's got a complete stripe, so it doesn't look, the other one looks a little bit odd, but I can live with it, and I'm not that worried too much about it. So this one, another one, he's got his jacket on, he's got the same sort of work trousers, etc. So I think maybe this guy's a systems engineer or a tech of some sort. You know, all of these obviously could be from the Nostromo crew, but they're not. They're distinct and different. But yeah, so I've done them all. Yeah, in a uniform, so I can use them as a crew for something of some sort. So this one I did in a green flight suit, and I love the way she's wearing like cowboy boots here. They got like the heel and everything on them. Really nice detail, to keep them different to other miniatures, in this range, etc. And you can instantly look at her and say, oh yeah, she's a pilot because she's got her green flight suit on, as opposed to crew, which would have their blue jump. What am I saying? Uniforms. That's what I was going to say. Not jumpers. Then we have the last one that I've got in this pack, and this guy could have been painted up as a synthetic, and I kind of think that he is a synthetic, but you could have painted him up as those very primitive synthetics. I can't remember what they call them now. Average Joes? No, I can't remember. But yeah, you could have painted him up like that, and I was really torn whether I should I paint him up normally. So I painted him up as a normal looking dude, although I think he's probably a synthetic in his uniform, etc. And his stance is very sort of preachy-ish. So against a 28mm miniature, this is a Frostgrave Barbarian. Like you see, they're quite big miniatures because they are 32mm. Yeah, that Barbarian is crouching a bit, but still, even if he was standing up, he would be smaller than the Papsikel miniature. But all in all, what is my thoughts on these miniatures? They are brilliant miniatures. Really like them. They really are nice. Really crisp sculpts on them. Apart from that one miniature who with the stripe is sort of broken. Apart from that, they're all really well done. And I can't really rate these too highly. Really good. So if you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to leave a comment, you can, and I do reply to every single comment that you leave. Maybe if you want to see some more, you might even subscribe. But until next time, it's going to be goodbye from me, Welsh Miniature Board Gamer.